Kursk, southern Russia, summer 1943. Before the steel arrives,
for many civilians, the first sign of the coming battle is the endless line of tanks rolling past their homes.
Panzerkeile here. We break through here, or we do not break through at all.
Soviet defenses at Kursk are layered in depth. Trenches, anti-tank guns, and vast minefields waiting for the German advance.
German heavy tanks, like the Tiger I, carry formidable guns and thick armor, but Kursk will test even these steel giants.
Around Kursk, two vast armies wait in the dark. Tanks are fueled, guns are loaded, and
as dawn approaches, Soviet guns wait in silence. When the German armor comes, these batteries will be the first to answer.
The German assault force rolls forward with its heavy Tigers in the lead, the Lays, steel predators built for breakthrough. New Panther tanks join the advance, powerful yet untested. Kursk will reveal their true worth. German 88s, feared by tank crews on every front, take their positions. When they fire, they tear through armor like paper.
German artillery softens the Soviet lines, yet the defenders, dug deep into the earth, brace for the armored spearheads to come. German armor and infantry move together, using smoke and shock to drive toward the Soviet lines.
Soviet doctrine relies on movement, shifting armor before the enemy can fix and destroy it.
German troops withdraw in order, not in panic. Higher ground offers stronger defense big, and new danger for the advancing Allies.
Ziel! Feuer! Get down! Get down!
Under relentless fire, Soviet infantry holds the line, knowing that the armor clash has only just begun.
Soviet infantry braces for impact. They know the German armor is coming, and their survival depend on these few moments of preparation.
Vorwärts! Keine Feindbewegung zu sehen!
War leaves its mark not only on soldiers, but on every home it touches. For many families, this destruction becomes the landscape of memory.
Minen!
A single blast disrupts the German advance. For the defenders, this narrow window may change everything.
Deckung geben! Schnell!
Soviet armor surges forward, striking at the moment of German hesitation.
Treffer, aber kein Durchschlag.
Driven from their cover, the defenders scramble to find new ground. The hillside becomes a shifting contest of retreat and pursuit.
This position's ours. Push up the ridge.
The first clashes reveal the scale of the coming storm. Both armies bleed, yet neither side yields. Dust blankets the fields of Kursk. Sight becomes guesswork, and every movement risks ambush. Villages become fragile shelters, where families cling to any stone thick enough to hide behind.
Rückzug! Deckung für den Panther!
War pushes parents to hide their children wherever hope figs, even beneath the old millstones.
Across abandoned villages, armored giants pass through the ruins of lives interrupted. Across the Kursk salient, the battlefield stretches for miles. Soldiers fight, families flee, and the front line. Not everyone escapes in time. Some remain amid ruin and death.
holding on to what little still carries life. A crippled Panther becomes a silent witness to the chaos unfolding around it fall, and a target waiting for the next strike.
Ziel erfassen! Feuer bereit!
They're falling back uphill. We follow.
Nachladen!
The battle tightens. Long-distance fire gives way to duels fought at deadly, intimate range. The steel giants are closing in. As the armies close in, dust swallows the horizon. In this haze, war...
Against the Tiger's armor, the light Soviet guns stand little chance, yet they fire, buying precious seconds for the men behind them.
Kommt direkt auf uns zu!
The battlefield becomes a dance of steel. Attack and counterattack, each move measured in seconds.
The giants collide. Kursk stings into brutal struggle where armor, dust, and...
Prokhorovka, July 1943. Dawn reveals nothing carnage to come.
За родину! Вперед!
German armor forms a deadly firing line, prepared to tear into the Soviet charge before it reaches striking distance. Wave upon wave of T-34s descend the slope, the Soviet countercharge that will enter history's record of fury.
Noch einer! Lad nach!
At Prokhorovka, the two armored masses collide. From this moment forward, the battle becomes a storm of dust, steel, and breath.
The distance collapses. At Prokhorovka, tanks meet at ranges measured not in hundreds, but in tens of meters.
Widerladen!
Infantry shelters behind the wreck's bed. Scorched steel turned into desperate shields against advancing armor.
Seitenschuss! Feuer!
Below ground, fear grows heavier than the earth above. Families wonder if the battle will ever move away from them.
Power meets agility now, and for a brief moment, speed wins. At Prokhorovka's heart, the battlefield becomes chaos incarnate. The battlefield fills with silent hulks, steel once alive with fire, now cooling beneath a choking sky. From the hills, civilians witness a landscape transformed, their fields swallowed by smoke, their future unclear.
Oh, was war das?
Steel can be rebuilt. Crew cannot. For many tankers, survival means abandoning the machine they trust. Every hit demands an answer. In Kursk, hesitation means death, so steel must react faster than thought. Exhaustion spreads across the field. The giants have clashed for hours, and even steel begins to break. When the dust settles, Prokhorovka reveals its cost. A landscape of burnt metal and silent machines.
Securing the mortar site grants the Allies control of the ridge, Lodi, and the momentum to descend into the valley below.
Zurück! Wir müssen weg!
In the craters left by steel, medics fight their own battle. A race against time to reclaim lives from the edge.
Noch mal versuchen! Los!
Supply crates reveal the defenders' direction toward a southern position deeper in the valley.
War empties villages. Families walk toward uncertain, leaving behind everything but survival.
Haltet durch! Wir bringen dich raus!
As the smoke thins, the battle enters a new phase.
Rain softens the field, but not the memory. The earth of Kursk holds the fire of the day before. War writes its losses into the soil, and the living mark those places with quiet hands.
Langsam! Noch ein Stück!
The valley's abandoned homes bear the marks of a hasty withdrawal, but also the promise of another defensive line.
For the German army, the path leads west, in Klein, not in panic, but in reluctant acceptance.
Kursk enters its deciding phase. Exhaustion weighs on both armies, yet momentum shifts. The days ahead will define the campaign.
The fields bear scars deeper than trenches, the imprint of steel and fire left by days of unbroken combat.
Больше нет звуков двигателей. Они действительно отступили.
Schnell, wir haben nicht viel Zeit.
For the German army, the path leads west, not in panic, but in reluctant acceptance.
Momentum shifts. Kursk, once a battlefield of equal fury, now tilts toward the Red Army.
The railway bends under the weight of the battle it carried. Steel remembers what the world will soon record.
War poisons not only lives, but the wells that once sustained them. Retreat offers no comfort, only the pause between one hardship and the next. Kursk reshapes the Eastern Front. The Red Army advances and the German tide begins to ebb.
With the ridge secured, the infantry presses toward the inland villages, a new phase of the Salerno battle.
When the guns fall silent, Kursk becomes a graveyard of steel, each hull a chapter of sacrifice. From ruins, warmth must be rebuilt, one ember at a time.
Es ist vorbei!
The Battle of Kursk marked a turning point on the Eastern Front. In fields carved by tanks and loss,